want to try to go get another one.
Yeah.
But if that's the only thing, those are the things that got me a little bit out of whack. And that doesn't mean that we don't get up there with the expectations to go try to compete, to win games every single day. But I think with the appropriate perspective and then having a real thing that's about people other than yourself, that's when I've been at my best. Like when you look back on, man, I am young. I feel like I'm sometimes 80 years old, but I'm 37 years old, you know. But there's been a lot of experiences in the 6 years in LA that, hey, because of some of those accelerated ops, we've gone through a lot of different stuff, and you can draw on that. And I am grateful for last year's experience because I'm stubborn enough that sometimes you need to get humbled to be able to really reset yourself. I know I didn't learn as much after, you know, we were able to win in 21 than what I felt like I learned last year, and how much more intentional. And like, as a competitor, you're like, no, we're not going down like.
Look at this guy. Man, you guys know you're like a star now that the Rams won the Super Bowl.
Well, look at this side.
And of course, here he comes. Listen, is he smoking a cigar? He's really gonna. What? Oh my God! Yes, Rudy.
Bravo! Finally, the Ramillia Sports Report returns to the Rumble Show. Rumble!
Roll down the window.
Yes, Rudy.
Put down the top. Crank up the Beach Boys, baby. Don't let the music stop. We gon' ride it till we just can't ride it no more. From the side, baby, to the side, and from the west side. Let's go. Big dog on three. 1, 2, 3. Big dog.
What is up, my Ramillia fans of the Los Angeles Rams? Hope everyone's having a great Saturday night out there. The Rams preseason game ended a few minutes ago. I was just finishing up my clips. 34-17 was the final score. And it's funny because I was watching the broadcast for the Chargers at the last one when I came in here. And I was finishing up my clips, and the Chargers destroyed the Rams. Relax. It's preseasons. The starters didn't play on either team, but it's funny. But you know, God bless them. You know, they got to get every advantage they can. You know, but yeah, it was the game was very, like I told you guys before. These young kids. Stetson Bennett's not a kid; he's 25 years old, but he was a little rough in the beginning. I mean, this is his first NFL start. He's in Los Angeles. He's got a lot of pressure on him, and all that good stuff, you know. But he was very lucky. There was a couple of drop picks, and that just shows you on the other side the nervousness. The seeing SoFi Stadium for the first time, but then he righted himself. He showed you what he can do. That was a face mask. They should have, you know, one of the things with the replay, you hate for them to limit the game and pause the game. But if you're able to see if it was a incomplete pass and you see an infraction, like the guy grabbed his face mask, then no penalty either way. Run the play over. That's what they should do, because if you see a penalty, oh boy, would they still give him the fumble even though they face masked him? You know, that doesn't even make any sense. But it didn't matter in the end. Let's get the game over with. No more injuries. You know, I don't know if anybody got hurt. But what I saw, I really like our running back number 24. I'll tell you, we'll get into him as well. 21, our guy Zach Evans, like I said, look really good. Puka Nacua is what I've been telling you. Daniel Hardy looking good. Tomlinson made some plays. Number 24, Royce Freeman. Ronnie Rivers looked good. I mean, listen, guys, I'm telling you, we have a lot of young guys, and they're learning. So let's get into the chat. It was what I expected. I wanted a little more fireworks, but that's okay. Lance McCutcheon was doing some things, good catches. Puka was doing his thing. Trey Tomlinson was out there stopping on a key third down. Daniel Hardy was doing his thing. I really liked the first game. Let's get into the chat. Thank you guys. And I was just getting my clips together. That's why I was a little late, but the game was a little longer. Stockton says, "Where's my buddy Rudy? Man, we got some work to do with this team." Yeah, it's a young team, but it's the first game too, right? The first game. I mean, all these young bucks. I was gonna put the clip of them. They're all looking at SoFi Stadium, looking like they're in awe. Now Stetson Bennett, he's played, and Steve Avila has played at SoFi Stadium before, but it's an NFL game now. Not that, it does make a difference. It's an NFL game now. So it's the same avenue for them, but it's different now. The national media coverage, your first game, you want to do good, all that stuff. So let's get that out of the way. That they were very rough in the beginning. There's a lot of stuff to work on. And but yeah, that's what the preseason is for. Yes, indeed. Oh, sorry. My guy Stockton says there was a mixed bag tonight. Lots of work on Bennett looked decent. Tomlinson looked great. Our O-line and D-line below average. Our kicker is trash. We need to sign a pass rusher vet. Yeah, great comments. So the kicker missed a field goal. As I told you guys before, he's really good within 40 to 48, 50-ish. He doesn't have a strong leg. He's very accurate, though. And also, it was his first NFL game. Give him a little pass. Our punter can kick the hell out of the ball. He was doing some moonshot. There was one shot that he was like, whoa, he went all the way to the end zone, like 70-yard kick, but on a bounce. And but yeah, all the guys, it's their first game. They'll clean it up. We'd like for them just to go like that, take off. But there was some great things, like you said, mixed bag. MKI Sports says, well, this game is a really mixed bag. Yeah, exactly. MKI says, I love Stetson Bennett, but that damn O-line is still a problem for the Rams. Yeah, the O-line. Now, remember this. We have to have enough. We don't have our starting line out there. Remember that. You don't have Havenstein. You don't have, we don't have them all in there. There's guys in there, mixed bag. They're getting cohesiveness. We don't have them all in there. So, it's a lot of guys that aren't even going to be on the team. But also too, they're learning new blocking schemes with the run game. There was some positives there. But it will get cleaned up. Exactly. But yeah, it will be a mixed bag, especially game one. Stockton says, MKI, it's going to take time, especially rotating players. I expect them to play the same 5 offensive line in the next couple of games. At least they should. Yeah, so there were some guys in there. Well, because, first you had Allen, Rippon in there. And they took him out. He wasn't getting the ball. He wasn't getting the ball off fast enough, and he wasn't accurate. He was a horrible night for him. Daniel says, thoughts, B. Young looks slow as F. We need edge help. There was some plays where I'm like, where's that 4.4 speed at? We'll see what happens with that. I got to look at it. Honestly, I had to work today. I was going to go to the game. I had to work today. So I was on my phone, on my break, on my lunch. It took me a little while to get the clips together. There was one play where I was watching him, and he didn't look like he was going all out because he was supposedly very fast. Grandizer says, "Hola, Vato, what's happening? What's new with you, Rudy, Ramilia, Ramsteros, and Vatos Locos? Let's go, LA. Puro Ramsteros a la verga. Who's casa? The Rams house." MKI says, I know, Stockton, but yeah, it really takes time. There's a lot of preseason to be played, but I hope once the season starts, they're rolling. Yeah, we'll see what happens with the guys. They start cutting guys, cleaning things up. It was game one. So many bright eyes, big eyes, green behind the ears for game one. Okay, says it's time. Yes, indeed. One Kelly Ram says, what's up, me, Ramilia? What's up, brother? Appreciate you so much. True to the game 209 says, what's up, everyone? Stockman, you're too much. I didn't see the message. I'm sorry. I posted on Instagram here and there, but I didn't see your message about that. Johnny Joe, sorry, I didn't mean to put that comment. Johnny D's crazy. One client Rams says, horns up. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Johnny says, Rams still own them Chargers when it matters. Yeah, it's just a preseason game. You know, we would have loved to have won it no matter what. Let's get into some let's get into some clips that I was setting up for you guys. So yeah, just it's the first game. You know, we saw some positive mixed bag, like you guys said. Hold on one second. Let's see. Here we go. Let's look at Sean McVay when with Pierre gets the sack, and I believe Daniel Hardy's in there too. Here we go.
Some of our own energy right here. Looks like we're doing a good job right there, being able to get some rush. Nice job by Kier. That's awesome, man. I'm happy for Kier. Big time. We kept the integrity of the pocket, too. That thing collapsed on him. You could see we were getting pushed from both sides. Good coverage, being able to stay top down on it. That's exactly what we want. 3rd and 16, Whit. Let's get off the grass.
Oh, Pierre. So there was one with Daniel Hardy, too. I got that. So, there was some times where they had a lot of time. So, we got to work on that. Our guys, Raheem Morris will get the guys going. Here's Daniel Hardy.
Well, get off, outside hand swipe, and finish. I love it. Kier Thomas is winning on the right side as well, but that right there, Daniel Hardy, they need to see him step up because he's somebody that could definitely help them here in his second year as a Ram.
Daniel Hardy, a 7th-round pick a year ago.
Yeah, well, they'll shore it up, guys. There was some times where there was too much time for sure. But it's game 1, preseason. Gilbert, what's up, brother? Puma, Rivers, and Bennett look good. Yeah, man. I was saying that maybe Ronnie Rivers, when we got Sony Michel, was going to be the odd man out, but he looked a little spry out there. I like him. And then so did Royce Freeman, 24. But preseason, it's hard to tell because there's not starters on the other side. But I like that comment. MKS says it's still preseason, but it still matters. Yeah, it does matter. This is the way we get film on guys. We weed them out, try guys at different spots. Wow, he needs more work than we thought. No, he's actually doing pretty good. Let's move him over here. But they're all young. There's a lot of young guys. So, but we did see some positive, and it's just game 1. In preseason, so the first time they've got action against another team. One client says they still owe us rent. Yes, indeed. We're gonna have to charge them more for that for that game. More than doubling our score. Fernando says that Stockman slap. He's mad, bro, because he knew his team won't do anything. He's talking about Rumble. Willie Bowen, my guy. Hi, Rudy. Win or lose, I am a loyal fan of the Los Angeles Rams. Horns up, yes, indeed. My guy, Willie Bowen, yes, indeed. And it's just preseason, right? So it matters in the fact that we're getting our guys some reps. Guys need to show up. Puka Lukua, we're going to get to him. Stetson Bennett. And remember, too, this is Stetson Bennett learning this offense, learning the guys around him, not playing with Cooper Kupp, Higbee, Van Jefferson. These are young cats. Puka Nacua knows what he's doing. Ben Skoranek is out there, but it's not our number one squad. So you're kind of so you would let go of the ball, but your guy isn't ready yet. So it's just it's a work in progress right now. So, but for game 1, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. MKI Sports says Stetson Bennett, once he gets so many reps, he'll be our future quarterback. I really like the kid. True to Game says Chargers fans are going to start saying they're going to the Super Bowl. Yeah, after the preseason. Brian Huzar, setup's dope. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you so much. Appreciate you. Alex G. What's up, Rudy? What's up, my guy? I'll give our offense a letter grade of C. It's good, but can only definitely improve in our defense. And defense on D, it definitely needs a lot of improvement. How would you rank them, Rudy? Yeah, I'm exactly with you guys. Mixed bag. I saw some positive. I wasn't expecting a lot, but on offense, I was expecting a little bit more fireworks. I was expecting a couple more guys to get behind the defense and right. So we'll see that next game. But like I said, didn't I tell you it was there'll be our offense will be exciting with Stetson Bennett out there shaking and baking and these running backs. They're getting used to what once we get our O line together, with different guys popping in, coming in. Once we get the rapport on the O line and they're doing those Ryan Wendell with the sophisticated, as my guy Jackie Slater said, blocking schemes. He got over from the Patriots, and guys pulling, power pulling, traps, all that good stuff. We're going to be something else. I'm just letting you guys know. I'm looking really optimistic with this offense. This offense is going to carry us in the early going. Like I said from the beginning, the offense is going to carry us. And then as we get to the mid, the 5, 6, 7, 8 games, we're going to start going like this. And the young secondary, Quentin Lake, Robert Rochelle, the land shark Kobe Durant, Yeast, Fuller. I mean, on and on and on. We've got something special for the NFL this year. Let's see. But yeah, mixed bag, Alex. Chief Stockton says we gave up 2 huge run and inexcusable. Same exact play. Yeah, that we got to clean that up. That's on our guys. It was good to see Bobby Brown III, my prerogative out there. We'll see what happens. Grandeur Trust, oh, you big boy out of Espanol. Échale, whose house? Yes, indeed, my guy G12. Thank you so much for coming in. Appreciate you so much. MKI Sports says, miss Matt Gay, but he's got that big money bag in Indy. So good luck to him. Yeah, I miss him too, man. I wish, that's what sucks about you build your team up and you're trying to come back now to the top of the elite, and then you're missing a guy. So now hopefully we got these young guys. I wish our kicker had a stronger leg, but as long as he's accurate, and we'll see what happens with him. But we could always draft somebody else next year. But we'll see what happens. I trust our guys. If we need somebody, we'll get somebody. Matt Gay came out of nowhere, right? So we'll see what happens. Stockton says, Rudy, we went all week without a show. Shame on you. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I was going to come in on Wednesday. It didn't work out. I'm going to be coming in more often now that preseason is here and the season is here, and we're going to do call-in shows. But yeah, I'm sorry about that. But I am very active on my community posts, and so you guys need information, anything comes down the pike, I'll let you guys know about that. Lone Fox 115, Rudy, what's up, my brother? Thank you for coming in. Appreciate you, man. Same thing, my guy Lone Fox. I see some messages on Instagram that I haven't seen in a while. I'm sorry, if you guys have sent messages on Instagram. I haven't looked at that in a while. I've been on Twitter lately, or X. It's crazy how they changed it to X. I didn't really read up on what was the purpose of that, but I was like, where'd my Twitter go? Oh, it's X now. Let's see. Fernando says, hold on, here we go. Fernando says, Rudy, I don't get that we don't have our starters, but we still play the dumb soft coverage. Yeah. I understand exactly what you're saying. It's game 1 though, so give them a little bit of a pass on that. That would drive me nuts though when we had Ramsey though too, and it's like 3rd and 8 or whatever, and we give them the first down on one side. Like, what are we doing? I know we want to give it bend, don't break, but don't give them the first down, or at least show them man, switch it up. So, but yeah, I exactly know what that point you're making. G12 says, Rudy, your 3 players position stock up. Rudy, your 3 players position stock up. 3 players position stock down. Rams hero of the game. Rams put the 0 of the game of the game. The 3 players that I would say on offense: Stetson Bennett, Puka. Let's see, Ronnie Rivers could be the 3 there. You can substitute him for Zach Evans made some good runs in there. Looked very fast, very mobile inside deep. I liked him on defense. Hardy, Hoyt made some decent plays. Tomlinson made some good plays. And then the the zero of the game, the kicker for missing that kick and not looking so great in his first game, but it's his first game. Stockton says ripping his total trash. I didn't like his first game. Maybe they can use him over in Santa Clara. MKI Sports says, can we get Von Miller back? I know, man. I miss those guys coming off the edge. Brandon X Stockton, Bruss isn't making his team, and the Rams Bruss isn't making this team, and the Rams giving up some big plays on the run. SMH, shame on them. Yeah, Bruss. I'm still optimistic about him. It's his first game after the huge injury. In the OTAs and training camp, he's been coming along. So he's not starting, but he's got to improve. So he's a young guy, big guy, decent size, I should say. So I'm not going to totally give up on him. But we'll see what happens with Bruss. But at least he's going to be healthy, and we'll see if he improves on that. We'll keep an eye on that. Granddaughter says, Rudy Pale said that Logan Bruss OG struggled today. Yeah, he did. He did struggle. He hasn't been. I'm just gonna say it this way. Since we drafted him, he unfortunately got hurt, but he hasn't been really impressive. He's been decent, and then he needed to work on that, and then decent, and then he needs to work. So we'll see what happens. Stockton says Bruss might be a bust. Let's hope the light goes on. Yeah, that's what I'm expecting. He was highly drafted, highly sought after. But then we got Warren McClendon, we got Steve Avila. So, but I would love to have Bruss to be the trifecta guy, a young guy that's going to come in. Maybe, like you said, the light will go on. Sometimes guys it slows down for them and they get a grasp, or somebody says the right things to them, or they coach him up in a certain way that he understands now. And we'll see what happens. I'm not going to give up on him just because he had the injured first year. Basically, this is his real first year. He just saw on the bench, and you need reps. Stockton says, I don't care about the final score on preseason games, but I care about sloppy play. Yeah. Penalties, things like that, dumb boneheaded plays. Yes, indeed. Now, MKI Sports says, at least I'm happy the Dodgers win today. Yes, indeed. The Dodgers are hot right at the right time. It's always good to see the hated ones, the orange and black San Francisco Giants, because I'm a Dodger fan, looking up at us in the stands, in the standings. Love it. Alex G says this preseason opponents are the same as 2021, and we lost all three, but we ended up winning the chip. Not all hope is lost. Yeah, I love that. I love that comment. Let's get into some more clips. I love that comment. Let's look at the beginning. In the beginning of the game, remember we told you about Travarius Tomlinson. He's the nephew of Hall of Famers, San Diego Charger great running back LaDainian Tomlinson. Here's before the game, a very touching moment between Unc and nephew.
Ready for this moment. As you know, we'll make it bigger than what it is. Go out there and play ball, and dominate. Consistency, like we always talk about. Go out there and dominate. Ain't nobody hold you, bro. You know that. You know what I'm saying? You got the confidence. Now it's about putting in the work out here. You ready? Love you, man.
Cool moment. We got it. Pedigree, bloodlines. Travarius, the two different positions, two different guys, but hopefully it will help out in him becoming a really good player for us. And then we have Quentin Lake on the other side, and the defensive back, who is the son of Carnell Lake, one of the great players in the NFL. And he's been playing really good in preseason and OTAs, and he was hurt last year. So hopefully he'll be able to be across from. They might talk about using him at safety. He's a good size player, but things are looking up for us. I'm just telling you with these young cats. And then here's Trey right after that, making a play.
Side of the ball.
We
Third
actually mean it.
We mean it. Stick from his end zone. Johnston cannot hang on. Coverage there by Darian Kendrick. No, by Trey Tomlinson. Everyone switched numbers this year. By Trey Tomlinson, the rookie, speaking of TCU.
See those last names: Tomlinson, Durant, Lake, Fuller. You're going to see those names over and over. Yeast will come in and get his. So things are looking up. I'm just telling you. And then I like how that Jalen Ramsey type thing. Let him know. So I really love that. I really love that. Let's see. Stockton says, think blue, go Dodgers. Yes, indeed. And props to my guy. I had on my community page, the great Fernando Valenzuela. I had his number retired, number 34. And it was Fernando Mania weekend. And congratulations to Adoro, Fernando Valenzuela. And that's indeed. Think blue, go Dodgers. Yes, indeed. G12 says, yep, Rams rookies on defense got a welcome to the NFL rude awakening. Yes, they did. They will get a lot of practice, game film, etc. To watch this week, which we all expect. The defense need extra development. Yes, indeed. Stockton Sap agree. Yep. My guy Daniel says, Bruss isn't looking good. He's not looking good. It's not looking horrible, but he's not looking good. But there is room for him to improve, and we're hoping, like my guy Stockton said, that the light will turn on. We'll see what happens. Puka's a star, I'm sure of it, man. He looks good. I X'd or tweeted. What do you say now? Tweeted, X'd? How do you, when you post something? I posted when Stafford hangs him up, will that combination Bedford Stafford and Bedford to get Bennett together. Bennett and Puka combination, will that be the combination for years to come? And here's what we're talking about. Let's see. Puka, Stetson Bennett to Puka Nacua. Hold on, let me get this out of the way. Man, that popcorn smells good. Letty made some popcorn. Smells good. All right, here we go.
Low snap by McCown. Bennett guns, end zone, caught. Is he in? Puka Nacua. Touchdown!
Right there, something you want to see out of him. That was a great job staying with the play. He worked all the way back across and found his receiver.
And Marcus Robinson, I mean, our guy, our young wide receivers are looking so good. I mean, number 14, our guy, what is his name? Hold on. Number 14 wide receiver. His name escapes me. If you guys have in the chat, looks really good out there too. The wide receiver room is loaded, but looked like Bobby Trees out there. Was that Bobby Trees catching that ball in traffic? Remember, he had over a 70% catch rate rating. And when it's crowded around you, I don't know what the term is. I can't remember what the term is, but contested catch, 70%, over 70% catch rating, and he's doing it in the pros, man. And then he's got Cooper Kupp, the Triple Crown Super Bowl MVP, to learn from, and he's a kid that's a good kid. He's willing to learn, not a diva. It's nice not to be like another team in our division that's got two teams. That's actually, now that D-Hop's not there anymore, there was 3 teams that had divas, great players, but divas. We don't have time for that. We want winners. And we got guys that are students of the game, professional. They're that guy, they're him, they're dogs, but they're not divas. They are professional, and that's what I'd rather have. I like the guys that have attitude and all that stuff, but there's a difference. And I like this kid, man. Bobby Trees. We because he's wearing number 17, but he's a combination of different players. He's his own player. But I really love this kid, man. Like I really believe he's going to be a star, man. I really love it. G12 says Stetson Bennett went into camp with a chip on his shoulder, wins national championship, not even considered a top quarterback in the draft class. So, yeah, he wants to prove he belongs. Yeah, one thing about that, too, great comment, G12, is Stetson Bennett, nothing, listen, forget that I'm a Ram fan, Ram content creator, but nothing was handed to the guy. He was a walk-on. Nobody expected nothing from him, and then he becomes a 2-time national champion. And then he's a shorter guy, but he's got moxie, he's got confidence, he's got swag, and here he is in the NFL. Like you said, they're not even, the guy won 2 national championships. He was in the Heisman Trophy running. Unfortunately, my guy Khalid, my guy Khalid won at USC. My guy, but he was in there, and I don't know. What would you rather have, the Heisman Trophy or the national championship? I don't know, but the national championship. But nothing. This kid, he can do something. I wouldn't put nothing by him. One of those things. Don't bet against him. So I really like that he's learning under Stafford too. 2 Georgia Bulldogs. Daniel says, LT6 look good. Avila looks good. Bennett looks already better than Perkins and Wolford. B. Young looks slow and tired. Yeah, I'm very surprised and disappointed in my guy Young. I'm just going to put that over my shoulder, and maybe he's banged up. I don't know, but he's got some speed on him. I don't know what he was in molasses. I don't know, but okay. But yeah, great comments there. And but yeah, my guy Perkins, smooth Perkins. I was rooting for him last year because over Wolford, and I appreciate what Wolford, he did the best that he could, but it was very lacking. Both guys were raw. And so, but yeah, Stetson Bennett, you can already see it, right? The eye test, you can already see that he can make plays. Perkins had some playmaking ability, but he was a raw project, and we didn't have time for that. We don't got time for that, So, but I really appreciate Stetson Bennett. That great comment. Stockton says, I'm very annoyed that Cooper Kupp has this damn hamstring injury. I have a feeling it's going to linger. I hope not. I think he was jogging, he was running, but he makes these shake and bake plays. We'll see what happens, but I hope it's not going to linger, but we'll see what happens with that. I want him to play at the very least game 2 at SoFi Stadium against the team that we knocked out in the NFC Championship game year before last, because we got something for them. Aaron Donald has got something for you. We got something for you. So we're going to get all these kinks out. I picked us to win that game against none other than the Santa Clara team. And I got us winning the first game in Seattle and the second game at SoFi Stadium against Santa Clara. Let's see. Grand Riser 12 says, Rudy's the eye test on the Rams preseason, the evil eye test. Look at your Rudy's evil eye. Yes, indeed. Stockton says, with such a young team, we really need a veteran kicker. Pay Robbie Gould. Man, he's so expensive. But yeah, I miss Ray. I mean, if we were going to pay a kicker, we would have just kept our guy, our Matt Gay. But yeah, it's just, yeah. I understand exactly what you mean, man. It's great to have a reliable kicker that can boot the hell out of the ball when you need it. Fernando says, I get what you're saying, Rudy, but did the Chargers rookies look weak? They came in ready. Yeah. Sometimes too, like, that's a great comment, and not dismissing it at all. You were right. They look better overall, right? But sometimes one game to the next, like they can look horrible in the next game, and our guys look really good. It just depends, right? So it's preseason is hard. But yeah, you do have a comment there. Yep, I got you. Soccer says, hit the like button, Ramley. Yes, indeed, hit the like button, guys. I always forget to tell you, hit the like and subscribe if you're not subscribed, or the alert button. But yeah, hit the like, come back. It helps the algorithm. Eric Wallace, what's up? He says, hey, Rudy, what's up, my brother? Appreciate you coming in. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Let's see. Gilbert says when we evict or start charging rent, it's true that the team plays in our building. When can we evict, or start charging rent? It's true that team that plays in our building. Yeah, you know what? So we do rent. They are our tenant. Just really quick, I'll run it down for you. So when the Rams were given the okay to move back to Los Angeles, because the Spanos ownership gave such a hoopla that, this was our right to move to Los Angeles, blah, blah, blah. They even tried just desperately to have a Carson Stadium with the Raiders. Imagine the Raiders and Chargers getting together. And both of them went down to the wayside with Stan Kroenke and Jerry Jones helping us get the owners to back SoFi Stadium, the Rams coming back. But we had to bring the Chargers with us, so to speak. So we rent them, from what I understand, $1. We rent them $1 to rent our stadiums, and I believe we get a percentage with the concessions and all that stuff. But whenever, like you just had, but it's Stan Kroenke Stadium. But whenever you have like the great concerts, the 6-day concerts, the way they just had with Taylor Swift, any concessions, anything that's there, goes to the Rams only. But yes, indeed. NK Sports says X. Okay, so when you tweet, it's called X. Okay. Fernando says, I want to say Channel 7 was a bust and Hulu. Joe, what's up, brother? Says, we got holes that can be filled. I'm not worried. I believe in McVay. Morris, not so much. To my apology. Yeah, Morris has been on my S list sometimes. Yep. I can see that. To my apology, I don't see him pushing or identifying the issues to prove the game. Who feels this? Yeah, no, I'm right on board with you, Joe. Raheem Morris is a Super Bowl champion. He got it done. But at times I've had disagreements on the way we've used Jalen Ramsey and the way that we give up first downs and let teams drive on us. I don't like how we play the team up north in Santa Clara. I think that we should get after them more, change things up, get more rough, borderline dirty, physical, rough, run at. You got big Trent Williams blocking over there. Have two guys stun him. Get him off balance. Stick George Kittle and then lay off him, and then somebody else stick him within 5 yards. You can't. These guys are really good players, but certain things, and I'm not saying that I know more than Raheem Morris, but just from what I've seen, I think that he can add more wrinkles. But he did have a comment in the game that he brought over from Tampa Bay that they brought up, and it's good because we have so many young guys. And, you say these guys are hungry, right? And because they're young, there's so many of them. The commentator, I don't remember who it was. It says, yeah, did you bring over that comment? I don't remember what the exact term was. I'm paraphrasing. They're youngry. These guys are youngry. Stockton says the Ravens haven't lost a preseason game since 2015. LOL. Yeah, they're the team up north is the regular season empire. These guys must be the preseason empire. One color Ram says, finally, the Ramilia is back. Any gear yet, my brother? It's coming. It's coming. You'll be surprised one day. It's almost here. I promise you. I've been saying that for a long time, I know, but thank you for still asking and still being one day I'll be even wearing something, but no, it's still coming. I promise you, but thank you for asking. Thank you, man. Appreciate you and your support. Fernando says, Rivers was running good. I think better than Freeman. Yeah, man, he was looking good. I got to watch the tape on it, the video. I had to work today, so I was looking on my break and my lunch and catching things here and there. And I'll look at that. I definitely will look at that. MK Sports says, if the preseason ends, which players do you want to keep aside from those regulars? Puka, of course. Zach Evans. Ronnie Rivers looked good. I thought he was going to be gone. But then Sony Michel retired. Freeman looks good too. We'll see about that. But to keep Puka, of course. the main names that basically the guys that we need are going to come. The newer guys, the undrafted guys, the guys that we don't really know a lot about since we're going to see them. We'll have to revisit that comment. But of course, Puka Nacua, Tomlinson, Zach Evans, Byron Young. I don't know, brother. No, I'm just kidding. We'll see what happens with him. Marquise Robinson, number 15. Number 14 looks really good. I lost his name. I thought I had him in here. If you guys know in the chat, I'm behind in the chat though. Let's get into some more clips real quick. But that's about it for right now. My guy Peo, what's up, Peo? Didn't get to your comment yet. Let's get into a clip real quick. There's my guy Peo. Aaron Donald, tackle that like button for Rudy. Thank you. Appreciate you, Peo. Thank you so much. Let's catch up to this. Let's catch up to the chat real quick before we get to the next clip. Thank you, MKI Sports. Thomas had a good game when he was in there. I liked him. I like these guys. MKI says McVay still believes in Logan Bruss. During his press conference earlier, he said he has to be patient with him since he's injured last year. Yeah, he basically wasted his whole first year. We can't give up on him yet. Gandar says Rams Legend of the Noche. No Rams Legend of the Noche tonight. We will start that with the regular season. Thank you for asking, my guy G12. Jose JC, what's up, brother? Stetson look really good out there. I think he needs to start the next game and have Dresser win as the backup. Some guys look great. I can't stomach seeing Brett Whipping out there. I was on my break and Rippon was out there. I was like, now listen, I'm not a professional athlete. I'm not these guys, right? I played some quarterback in pickup games. I wanted to play in high school, but I was a bigger dude. So, I played nose tackle, but I had a cannon of an arm, right? So they let me practice one down. My high school's team actually was the Rams. Blue Ram, right? Boom, launch the ball. Oh, that was great. But the handoff offense, high school offense. We need you at nose tackle. Okay. But I say that if I was quarterback of a team, and I'm not expecting to be the starter though, but I'm going to have a little more moxie out there. Like I'm a professional. You're a professional quarterback. There's got to be something about you that you can do. Work on something. I don't understand when these guys come out and they look like crap. Like it's a game. Are you a professional quarterback or not? Not saying you're going to be a Pro Bowl player, but it's a preseason game against guys that may not even make the team. I don't know. That's the same thing I feel about kickers. Let's see. Great comment, Jose. You see that Fred Miller's son played on the offensive line. He was on our 99 team. Oh, that's awesome, man. No, I didn't see that part. That's awesome. Great comment, Stockton. MK Sports says Cam Akers, since it's his contract year, I hope he has a big year. I'm expecting him to have a big year. Stockton says, how come Fernando Valenzuela's fake? Hey, that's my guy. I should have. Matter of fact, hold on, guys. Hold on. Give me 1 second. That's my guy. Leave his teeth alone. Hold on. Pardon me 1 second. Give me 2 seconds. If you guys have to throw a quick whiz, go and come back. I'll be right back. Hold on 1 second. Well, actually, hold on. I'm going to disappear for a second. Stay with me. I'll be right there. Hold on. Making fun of my guy. His teeth. That's funny. Yeah. Oh, man. Payo Time says, hey, Rudy and Ramlin, my guy Payo. Props to you, my guy Payo. Thank you so much. Wonderful content creator, our guy Payo. Props to you, my guy Payo, my Canadian brother. Thank you so much for coming in. Always welcome. Thank you so much. Great streams. I wasn't able to chime in at work with you doing the preseason. G12 says, hey, Payo Time, Canadian Rams fan. Who's Casa? Yes, indeed. Pale says, overall, I'm encouraged of much of what I saw. Me too. Mixed bag, like our guys are saying, but we will see what happens. He says, Rams Casa. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. MKI says, Payo. The Payo Knights. Stonk says, Payo, were you drunk? He's optimistic, but yeah, it was a mixed bag. G12 says, go get some popcorn, vato. Yeah, I stepped on a water bottle too as I went out. You guys probably heard that. It's funny. Palatine says, my biggest concern is the pass rush, but they had way too much time. Jose JC says, defense needs to improve on stopping the run. Yes, indeed. Tyler Johnson, thank you. Number 14, Tyler Johnson. Yes, indeed. Thank you. Pal says, hey, Stockton, no, I wasn't drunk. Just what I saw. Bennett and the crew for sure stuff to work on. Yeah, exactly right. Mixed bag. There you go. MKI Sports says Nakua trees. Yes, indeed. Our run defense was atrocious, and our pass rush was anemic. Yes, indeed. G12 says it's Los Angeles. You have to have divas, Rudy. Yes, indeed. Patrick says, I agreed, Rudy. I love the no drama. Yeah. That we don't got time for that. We want to win. Let's see. Bright spots were Bennett, Tomlinson, Nakua, and Johnson. Love it. Yes, indeed. Yes, they were. Beast Unleashed 88. Bennett was good tonight. Yes, indeed. Love it. Beast Unleashed 88 says, unsure about our kicker, but we damn sure have a punter. Yes, we do, baby. Ray Guy Jr., so to speak. Let's get into the more clips. Thank you guys for coming in. I appreciate you so much. Let's see. Here's the guy, number 24, running back Royce Freeman.
Toss right. Freeman's got room. Freeman lowers his shoulder, and he is in.
Well done.
That played right on your side. Hold on. Let me get the comment out of here real quick. It kind of looked glitchy on my side. Pardon me.
Toss right. Freeman's got room. Freeman lowers his shoulder, and he is in.
Well done.
Not bad. And then here's our guy. Let's see. Already got Stetson, Puka that I already do on my clips. Let's see. Traylon Tomlinson. Oh, I thought I had one more. Interesting. This is the clip I had, but this is nothing more than our guy Stetson Bennett.
The first preseason game he's ever played in the NFL.
His first game at SoFi, his first ever trip to SoFi.
It wasn't his first ever trip because he played in the national championship last year at SoFi. Chaos Theory 22-19. Hardy looked really good. Yes, indeed. He's that guy. He's that guy for right now. We'll see what happens. We need him to step up. Matty Ice, go. What's up, brother? What's up? Appreciate you. MK Sports says, I want Bryce Perkins. I know, man. I liked him. Well, when we had Wolford, I liked him over Wolford, and I wanted him to play with the ones, and we never got to see that. But MK Sports says he could have kept there. He couldn't have kept there if we only. Am I reading this wrong? He could have kept there if only we have a minor league system. Yeah. Well, the practice squad, close thing. There. He's talking to you too much. You're too much. MKI Sports says, can the NFL have a farm system for once? Yeah, it's the practice squad, but people can get guys out the practice squad. Yeah, you try to hide guys. Utah says, what with kickers these days, you either get a good one or you get a bad one, or that is always injured. There is rarely an in-between. In the 90s and 2000s, good, decent kickers were everywhere. Yeah, it's crazy. That's a lost thing. There was even brothers that were kickers. The Grammaticas, right? Was that right? Back in the day, I remember we had Legatron. It was amazing. And then he'd pound the hell out of the ball, and then he'd miss the occasional easy kick. He's amazing, but he was a really great kicker. Beast Alicia says, hard to get a pass rush when Raheem plays so far off the soft ass BS all the time. Totally F's AD from getting sacks. Yeah, I've had some problems with him in the past. Clark Bale says, Cup will be game ready one. We'll be ready game one. He's been working out with Trainer on the field. Yeah, I believe so too. They're being very careful with them. We were very lucky it wasn't a tear. But yeah, Isaac Bruce in the past used to have hamstring issues, and then finally he got over it. Hopefully this will be the same thing. Stockton says college football is NFL minor league teams. Yes, indeed. Jen the Mithra says Stet to Punka third down conversion, Stet to Punka TD. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. That could be a combination in future years. We will see when Stafford hangs it up. Stockton says MKI Sports to Stockton. Nah, it's not enough. Yes, indeed. G12 says Rudy, is it the kicker or the special teams coach who's supposed to have an eye for getting a kicker and developing that player, or a combination of both? That's a good question. Well, I believe whenever you get into the NFL, there's some coaching up, but you should know what you're doing. So developing, I don't know about developing. You either have it or you don't. You help them with their leg, like their foot plants and your feet work, but they should know what they're doing. So it's not so much of that. It's a little bit of a combination of both, but really it's all on the player, really. We remember our guy Mike Lansford was a barefooted kicker back in the day, and even in cold weather, he'd have his sock on and be standing there with the shoe on or a slipper or whatever, and then he'd take it off and go kick a ball. So yeah, it really depends on the player. Stockton says, "Oh yeah, we also gave a punt return touchdown. I forgot about that. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. Somebody told me that they gave him another touchdown. What happened?" Stockton says 3 big plays for TDs, 2 long runs. Yeah, it's game 1 preseason, but we don't want to give that up. Fernando says just tired of seeing the Rams lose. Last regular season, tired of seeing the Rams lose. Last regular season, we lost, and now preseason lose again. Yeah, I understand. You want to put back-to-back victories, even the preseason. But yeah, Fernando says preseason final scores mean 0. Yeah, it is, but it sucks that you see the other team, they won, It's nice to have a W, but yeah, yep, but I feel it. Yes, indeed. Joe says, I'll see you guys later. Emilio Ramstedos for life. Thank you, brother Joe, for coming in. Appreciate you so much. Thank you. Stocker says, I would like to see Raheem be more aggressive, blitz more. Yeah, me too, man. I think he will this year, though, with these young cats, because he's got to do something. But be smart about it, right? So, but yeah, I think he will. But you're not going to see that stuff in preseason. It's kind of like an honorable thing. We don't want to have an instance where you have remember Trent Green got hit under low by the Chargers guy, and then the Kurt Warner story came up, but came out of that. But you don't really want to do too many things like that. But I think in the regular season we'll have that. Beast Unleashed 88 says, never get upset over losing a preseason game, Ramley. LOL, nobody will look back on these games. Yeah. But in the it'd be nice that we had the W, right? Our guys look good. Maybe Stetson Bennett pulls out a last-minute drive, or we get a last-minute kick. But yeah, it's just preseason. Exactly right. Well said. So I hate Raheem, soft BS. Yep. A lot of people say that. He's won a Super Bowl, so I appreciate what he's done. But I've had my problems with him in the past. G2 says, we got to see if the players that were talked about in camp showcased what they got. Did it translate to actual game speed? Question, did the players they bring in can develop to the system set forth? Yeah, there was a couple of guys that translated. Puka Nacua, Stetson Bennett started off slow, look a lot better. Our running backs look pretty decent. Last McClutchy got a few balls thrown his way, catches. Tomlinson looked pretty decent for his first game. Daniel Harding looks like he's doing good. He was there last year, but he looked a lot better this year. Yep. G Trust says, Beast and Lisa agree. Yes, indeed. Clark Bake says, Tyler Johnson looked great. Yes, indeed. Number 13. Yes, indeed. Number 14. Yes, indeed. Stockton, Beast and Lisa says, 88 says, Stockton slap Raheem Morris, soft scheme, totally F's AD in our pass rush because the QB has easy. Yeah, all those easy throws, especially when we play the Santa Clara team. They get the ball off quick, the little flat plays, and then a couple moves, and they get the big yak yards. Stockton slap isn't Kobe Durant number 14? Yeah, but for preseason he is. For preseason, it's kind of weird, but for preseason they're allowing him to wear the 14 as well. Beast on Leaks 88 says last year Durant was 14. Not sure about. Yeah, he still is. If you look at the Rams roster, they have them both listed as 14. I don't know why. When I was at training camp, I was like, why is he wearing 14, right? But yeah, still wearing 14 as well. So both of them are wearing it. It's Durant's number. He's gonna have to figure out something else. Maybe they didn't think they were gonna keep him. I don't know. Anyway, MKI Sports says, anyway, I gotta hit the bed. It's 1 a.m. here in Louisville. Good night, y'all. Thank you for coming in, man. Appreciate you staying up late with us. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you. Beast Only City says 14 is Johnson. He played with Brady and won a Super Bowl. Yeah, that's right. Tampa Bay. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Thank you, my guy. KI Sports says, Ramulators, mount up. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. G Trust says, say it. I will pretty soon. I'm running out of steam. One car says, what's up with Scro? Do you think he should be removed? He'll be okay. He was banged up in the OTAs and training camp, came back. He's a little rusty, but he does that from time to time. But he really showed me something last year in the Raiders game, and they're coming back with that over the opponent catch. And he was useful and being a fullback for a time. He'll be okay. He's going to be there. Let's see. The Stockton says, all right, guys. I didn't mean to post that. Let's not do personal attacks, guys. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to post that. Deshaun Williams says, let's go Chargers. Props to you, Deshaun. Great win for you today. You guys were ready. Your young players look really good. Props to you. Edwin Estrada says Thomason had a great game. I really like Thomason. He looks very good. Stockton says, I think we need a vet pass rusher and a vet kicker before season starts. It would make a huge difference. Yeah, our guys are always looking, and we'll see what happens with that. But it's game one. Maybe they'll look a lot better as we go, but I can see us doing that. Deshaun says, let's go Chargers. Let's go Chargers. Good luck to you guys in the AFC. Edwin Estrada says, I didn't like the missed face mask. Yeah, that's something that like it was missed, right? Like it's a quarterback. Are you not looking at the quarterback? Probably somebody was blocked, but I don't understand the replay. Like if you're replaying for anything and there's let's say like here, they wanted to see if it was a forward pass, right? So they're looking at that, at his arm. But then you see an infraction against that player. Then, well, we saw this or whatever it was. We're going to do it's a no call. We saw it. We're not going to pretend we didn't see it. Replay the down, right? I don't understand why they don't do that. Yeah, it was horrible. That could have kept the drive going, at least get some more reps. G-Trust Rudy, I asked Pale this. It's Akers' contract year. You think he will play hard and show us his rookie year for his rookie year for or not? What is the vibe you get from what you saw in camp? He looks really good. He's yoked out a little bit more, bigger in the upper body. He understands what's at stake. He's got a better head on his shoulders. Him and McVay had a little issue last year, but he's a young player. He's also a Super Bowl champ. And so they ironed things out, and he was a little frustrated at the way we were using him and the way things were going with the offensive line. But he's looked really good. I expect him to be a very formidable. He'll be back to what he looked like as a rookie. That he was about to break out. I think he's going to be very good for us this year. Beast Unleashed 88 says, can't get a pass rush when you're playing soft B. Yep. Raheem. Stock says, does Rudy still want Perkins? LOL. Rudy was ready to crown Perkins. I didn't want to crown him, but I liked him better than Wolford. And I wanted to see what the kid had. But, yeah. Rudy Sebastian Perkins was his worst evaluation on record. Well, it wasn't too bad because I said he looked good. Because remember, I wasn't saying he was better than Stafford. I was saying that he was better than Wolford. And then if he does look good with our ones, he never got to play against, I don't even know if he got that in camp to play with Cooper Kupp and Higbee. And why would he? Because he wasn't the starter. But he never got to play. Well, yeah, he did in the regular season. Excuse me. There was a handful of plays. But like, you're the starting quarterback. You get all these reps. But yeah, so he did get to play. Now, he had a handful of plays. But yeah, I didn't. Yeah, Stetson Bennett, you can see he's a different animal. Beast Unleashed 88 says, can't get a pass rush when you're playing. Yep, we got that already. Let's see. Beast Unleashed 88 says, Rudy, say hi to my pops, Papa Ram. He's a huge fan of yours. He's always watching your shows. Oh, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. What's up, Papa Ram? Appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. I appreciate you showing me the support. Thank you so much. I love you, my brother. Thank you so much. Let me get you some, give you some shout out right here as well. I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. Appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching my show. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Jason says the Rams suck. These Rams won't suck. These Rams will be good. Thank you, Jason, for coming in. G-Tron says, shout out to everyone in the chat and watching the stream around the world. Who's Casa? The Rams Casa. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Stockton says, Rudy, did you sign up for the NFL Sunday ticket this year? It's on YouTube. No more directory. No, I haven't signed up for it. I have my apps that I use. Or we go to sports bars and hang out with the Romelia, watch it there. But I do have apps that I watch it on. Jason Alvarez says 8 wins is the ceiling for the Rams this season. Well, you're not too far off, Jason. Listen to it. Hear me out. 8 wins is the ceiling for the Rams this season. Suspect D-line, O-line, and the secondary paper thin. No, well, we're actually pretty depth in the secondary. They're just young guys. But, well, let me say it this way. We have young guys, but we expect them to be pretty decent. So it's not really thin. But if Kobe Durant was to go out and on the other side, yeah. So I guess, yeah, we've got a lot of young guys that have upstarts. But paper thin's running back core and wide receiver. And wide receiver. Well, we're actually deep on wide receiver, but 8 wins. Now in the NFC, I picked us to go 8 or 9 or 9 and 8 and be the wild card. So you're not far off because it's a young team. But anything can happen. Anything can happen. We'll see. G12 says Lanford was a great generational kicker, one of the greats, a legend. So miss watching him. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. G12 says take care, Joe. Yeah, I'm way behind the chat. Clark says Rodney Harrison will forever be hated for the cheap shot on Trent Green. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Because you know what, Trent Green, we're glad what happened with Kurt Warner, right? He's a Hall of Famer, Super Bowl champion, right? Went to 2 other Super Bowls. But Trent Green was a mobile quarterback. He never got to play a season with these guys. And these guys were amazing. I mean, Marshall Faulk, Torrey Holt, Isaac Bruce, Oz Akeem, Ricky Prohl, Ernie Conwell, on and on and on. Oh, man, the good old days. Stockton says, did Harris do us a favor? You never know, but I would have loved to at least saw Trent Green, and Warner could have still backed up. Jay Towers says, Raheem Morris is not a good defensive corner. Be real, Rams fans. Brandon Staley was way better. I liked him. I like Brandon Staley. Raheem Morris is Super Bowl champion, though. I have disagreements with what he's done, but I understand what you're saying. Yes, he got a ring. Yes, indeed. G12 says sleep well, MK Sports. Yes, indeed. Clark Bell says the Santa Clara team, aka Bang Bang Escalator Gang. Yes, indeed. We coined him that because they were going down the escalator. Jason Albert, so what? That doesn't make him good. Yeah, I mean, let's just say this. I don't agree with a lot of stuff that he does. the way we use Ramsey at times. He's got coaching pedigree as far as coaching experience, and he's had success, and then he's got a Super Bowl under him. And he did, we also had a great defense too in the Super Bowl year, but so he does get credit for that. But there's still a lot of things that I don't like that he does. Jason Harvey says he has a vanilla scheme. Yep. No, Stalker says, yeah, it does. Yes, indeed. No, it doesn't do. He plays weak off the ball. Yeah, I don't like that when he does that. Yep, that's okay to have disagreements, guys. It's okay. But yeah, I too have had problems with Raheem Morris. Stalker says they need to just have a ref in the booth, then call obvious penalties that affect the outcome. Yeah, because if you go to see a replay and you notice, like in the Super Bowl, how they grab Jalen Ramsey's mask, they don't get that. Even if you're not even looking for that, you saw it. Replay, right? Replay the down. At the very least, if you had one infraction and it wasn't an infraction, or if you replayed and it wasn't an infraction, but then you saw this one, are you going to give it to the defense? I don't know. Did you miss it? Yes. But at least replay it down if they both had penalties on both sides. One color says, Buenos noches, mi Ramilia, horns up. El Rey de NFL. Yes, indeed, baby. Thank you so much for coming in. Appreciate you so much. I'm going to be calling a night pretty soon. We're running out of steam. Let's see. Stalker says, Rudy, how much money would it take for you to shave your head and beard to start the season? Is there a price? Woo! My head. I've had my hair short. Offer me something. We'll see. And I would do it. I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that, though. G12 says, have a good night. One Kai Ram. Yes, indeed. Beast Unleashed 88 says, Rams strong, baby. Rams strong. Rams hearts. Yes, indeed. Rudy, great G12 says, Rudy, like you, I thought Perkins would be a good guy to develop. Guy you always have in the back burner. Good for spot duty I just, they just didn't seem to put him out there, and they know better than we do. They see him all the time. I just liked his escapability. He didn't have the strongest arm in the world, but he made plays. I was afraid Seattle was going to get him, but now they have Geno, so he's kind of like a more polished, if you can say, escapability with a Perkins type of player, and the way they can escape. But bigger arm. But yes, indeed. Stalker says Perkins is Perkins even a team? I don't know. G12 says no. Rudy, no season tickets this year. I know you work a lot. No season tickets this year. I'm picking which games I'm going to go to, and we'll see. I'll probably even go to more, but I'm picking which games I'm going to go to. No season tickets this year. Beast Unleashed 88 says, just gotta say this, the the Niners will choke this year, and they always do. Shiny Poo will always ass over himself in the big game. Thank you for Beast Unleashed. I don't think they're gonna win either. Listen, they have a very formidable team. It's only the preseason, it's early, but Trey Lance is very iffy. He's raw. He was working on his footwork and throwing mechanics weeks ago still. He hasn't played a lot. Brock Purdy has the sleeve on his elbow. At first, he couldn't throw every other day. He had to throw every other day to rest it. Some of his accuracy hasn't come back. We'll see if he can come all the way back. And then you got Sam Darnold. I don't see this team. I can see them getting to the NFC, getting the playoffs, going deep, right? Because they have a very good team, both sides of the ball. I don't see them beating a Mahomes or an Allen or Burrow. I don't see them, because you want to get there and win it. I don't see them. Now, I can see them getting the playoffs and being dangerous, but I can see us being dangerous too. They have we have a lot of young guys, but I don't see them winning the Super Bowl. I don't see them winning the Super Bowl. It's just a kind of a thing where their best chances, they already kind of gave up, in my opinion. They already had a 10-point lead against Mahomes in the Super Bowl, and they blew it. They had a 10-point lead against us in the NFC Championship game, and they blew it. We won the Super Bowl. Now they have to get there and win it and also stay healthy. And guys that are not known to be healthy, the CMCs, the Debos, their quarterbacks. Can Shanahan make the plays at the end? I don't think so. I don't know. He hasn't shown that he can. But we'll see. Stockton says, Rudy, what was your last conversation with Ron? You're too much, Stockton. Just on Twitter. I haven't really talked to him in a while. Geez, nuts. What's up, brother? Power rankings have us at 28. That's a price this year for sure. What's up, Amelia? What's up, Geez Nuts? Thank you so much, brother. Yeah, so I don't know if you guys saw my community post. So we're retooling on the fly. We have some young pieces that we're fitting in, young drafted gems. The Tomlinsons, the Puka Nakuas, the Daniel Hardys the year before last. We're hoping that Brian Young, today was a rough day. Steve Avila, Warren McClendon, all these guys, are really formidable for us, hopefully, in the next year or two. In the next year, we have more draft picks, but Les Need already said on record that we're going to get back to our aggressive ways next year, 2024. And so, if you're going to win a Super Bowl in the NFC, you better do it now. You better do it this year. We're trying to get as far as we can, and we want to win the Super Bowl, of course. We're not going to put our nose at it. But you better in the NFC win now. Because imagine if Puka Nakua is who we think he is. Imagine if Steve Avila is who we think he is. Imagine Warren McClendon gets in there. Forget Logan Bruss for a second. Imagine Daniel Hardy starts taking off more. Tomlinson plays well like Kobe Durant first year. Quentin Lake has been looking great too. Imagine these young Bucks and then another season under their belt and playoffs, hopefully. And then we get some more draft players. We have a first number 1 pick. We have money on the book, off of the books next year. All this dead money is gone. Imagine. Stetson Bennett has a year under his belt. Right? So you better win in the NFC now, because next year, these free agents are coming up. Snatch. We will see. Yes, indeed. I got you. Prove rankings, power rankings. Excuse me. I got you, G's Nuts. He says power rankings have us at 28. Lots to prove this year for sure. What's up, my Remedy? Yes, indeed. Got you. G Trust is what's up, G's Nuts. Yes, indeed. G Trust Rudy does need a new computer. That is true. Maybe I'll shave my head for that, Stockton. Jeez, that says, what's up, G12? I haven't seen you for a minute. Yes, indeed, my guy G12. It's always great having my guy in with us. Stockton says, how about $500 to shave your head and beard for game 1 to start? Woo! Woo! I gotta think about that. Man. It's just hair, but woo! I'm gonna look like a Charlie Brown out here. One Clay Ram says, gracias, G12. Yes, indeed. Beast Unleashed 88 says $500 a Happy Meal and tooth. That's funny. $500. Wow. Edwin Estrada says Perkins is not on the team and he hasn't signed a team. Yeah, that's unfortunate for him, but we got Stetson. I'd rather have Stetson. G12 says 49ers got to go to Philly. That is a tough team too. That should be their main concern, their only concern probably. Yeah, but the main thing too, G12, is, I don't like injuries. Even I don't like that team, but I wish that Purdy could have played the whole game. I don't like excuses. I don't like what would have happened. I wish that we had I wish that they had Brock Purdy for the whole game. If they won, then so be it. You deserve it. If you win, I'll give you props, right? You deserve it. I hate injuries. I wish OBJ would have played the Super Bowl and he got the MVP, right? And he won, whatever. We won it anyway, but, I feel bad for him. Now, I wish 2018 Super Bowl, we only scored 3 points, and we had a couple of calls they didn't want to give us. One of them when they grabbed Cooks in the end zone, and right when he got to the end zone, they wouldn't call it because of the play against the Saints, where they didn't call plays earlier in the game, and then they didn't call that one, and we won. I wish they would have called those earlier calls. They didn't want to give us that call in the Super Bowl. That could have been at 10-10 going into the fourth quarter. But I wish we could have had injuries, back to injuries, that we could have had Cooper Kupp play in that 2018 Super Bowl. He didn't play, if you remember. I wish Todd Gurley's knee was like it was in the beginning of the season when he was explosive, Todd Gurley. Bill Belichick couldn't stop us with Kupp and the old school real Todd Gurley, not the banged up Todd Gurley. Yeah, you can hinder him. So I hate injuries. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Great comment, G12. Stalker says Los Angeles Rams plus 7,500, 333.33, 100,000 Super Bowl odds to win a ticket. I'm putting $20 on them. And there's just sports football -C. Wow. G Trust says, thanks, Edwin Straub. There you go, Rudy. You got the answer to your question. Yes, indeed. Thank you so much, Edwin. Appreciate you. Stockton says, my Rams bet. I love it, man. I love it. I hope you win. I hope you win, man. I hope you win. I love that. Hey, there's, you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. I used to always put $20. We used to go to Vegas with my buddies. And this is back in the day when we had Rich Brooks as coach. And I would just put $20 on the Rams to win the Super Bowl. You know, all those late, you know, those odds for those teams. And the one year that we won in 99, we didn't go to the Super Bowl. I mean, we didn't go to Vegas. Dang. But it wasn't like now. Now you can do it from whatever, your computer, whatever, you know, it's different. G12 says, Rudy likes his Danny Trejo, Lorenzo Lamas look. Rico Suave. I used to have my hair real short too. But yeah, woo, $500. Oh yeah, big boy, habla español. I like your shoes. I like your shirt. I really like your pants. Why don't you take your pants off? Born East LA, 1987. Yes, indeed. I got to put that clip back in here. G12, you come around more often, I'm going to put that clip back in here. I love it. Thank you for coming in, brother. Beast Unleashed 88 says, Eagles win the championship whether Purdy plays the whole game or not. I believe that too. I just don't like that a guy got hurt that they were banking on. If you're going to lose, I don't like injuries, period, right? If you won, I'll give you props. Like, congratulations, right? I hate that you won, but congratulations. But yeah, I really think that too, that it was a close game, but the Eagles with that rugby ball, we should do that. Yeah, just get in front of them and push them. I think they would have won too. The Eagles dominated the line of scrimmage. That's a great comment. I believe that too. Let's see. Stockton says, my offer stands, Rudy. You have until September 1st. All right, man. I'll let you know for sure. I'll talk it over seriously because I do need a new computer. I was hoping to get one soon. Okay, well, I'll talk it over with my lady and we'll see what happens. G-Tross says, G-Tross says, Rams have that knack. They surprise everyone to reach Super Bowl in recent times. Can't sleep on the Rams. Yeah, great comment, G12. Now listen, hear me out. This season, with all these rookies, it's not the same. But remember, after 2016, McVay comes, 2017, people weren't picking us to win the division. You know, I really believe we should have beat the Falcons in that playoff game, but Goff wasn't ready. We can surprise people. This offense, I mean, you got Super Bowl champions on both sides of the ball. There's a lot of rookies, guys, right? And 1 2 year players, decent players, athletic players. Stafford, Kupp, Higbee, Van Jefferson, offensive line guys. Bobby Brown III was there in the Super Bowl. Hoyt, our guy Kobe Durant, Robert Rochelle, first and second year guys. Fuller was a Super Bowl champion. Ernest Jones with the green dot. We've got pieces mixed in with second, third year players and young guys that hopefully will be drafted gems. Don't sleep on us. Exactly right. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. There's my guy, CG Ruthless. What's up, bro? What's up, my brother? Props to my guy, CG, in the chat. He's a big 49er content creator, my guy. We go back and forth. But props to him, man. These are guys like, it's well documented that I don't like the San Francisco team. but if they won, I would be happy for my guy, Niner Sickness and CG and Jay in the Bay and guys like that for them to their team win the Super Bowl, because it's wonderful. I mean, no matter how many you got, I mean, they have 5, the Steelers have 6, but it's something, us sports guys, health in your family is the most important thing. But next, besides God too, forgive me, is the championship. Seeing your guys win the championship, right? And so I would be happy for my guys to win this Super Bowl. I would hate that team won, but I'd be happy for them, and as they are for me too. Let's see. G12 says, Rudy, what is on tap for you this week? You going to camp? Thank you. I was hoping to go to more camps. No, camp is over. Wasn't able to do it. Long story short, I have to get a new vehicle. I'll get into that more often once I find it. And so I haven't been able to. I'd have to go with somebody else. And so, but yeah, I'll get into that another time. But no, for this week, today is Saturday night. Most likely I'll have a live on Monday or Wednesday. I'll let you guys know. And hopefully there's some news, no injuries. Hopefully anything comes across the pike, I'll have that for you guys. Thank you so much, G12, for asking. Yo, Ruthless, he says, yes, indeed. Oh, yeah, my guy, CG Ruthless, looking forward to September 17th. Yeah, I'm going to see you there, CG, the Rams in San Francisco at SoFi Stadium. We're looking for a great game. I think we're going to surprise you, CG. I think we're going to surprise you. G12 says, Rudy remembers Harry Raymond Matos, April 7th, 1911, February 5th, 1992, nicknamed the Horse, a.k.a. El Caballero, or the Toe Cleveland Rams, 1937, 1938. Halfback and punter. You remember about the not that old. Stockton says CG is cool, but Weiner Sickness is a geek. He's my guy. So Stockton, be nice. CG says it's never personal. I just have fun messing with you. No, I always know that too. But yeah, Stockton, be nice to my guy, Niner Sickness. You guys don't get along, but just keep it cordial. That's still my guy. G12 says, I just wish the league owners would invest more in medicine to cut down on the injuries. Yeah, me too, man. I wish that they would, guys that are down their luck, NFL players, I wish they would, and I think they do some of that. I have to look into that. They help them out, not a handout. We're all proud people, but help them out. They need surgery, whatever, these guys make money hand over fist, yeah, I really like that. CG Ruler says, well, man, appreciate the respect. Stockton slept 209. Yes, indeed. I love it. All right, guys, I'm going to call it a night. I appreciate you guys coming in. G Trust's final thoughts of the noche. Yeah, so we got a mixed bag today. Stetson Bennett looked very good for his first game in the NFL, right? Our guy Stetson Bennett. Puka Nacua looks to be that guy. Trey Tomlinson looks great. Daniel Harding looks like he's gonna, take the next level. It's only one game. I'm not going on. Right. Royce Freeman, number 24, running back, looks very good. Zach Evans looks explosive. Ronnie Rivers looks very good. Our punter looks like Ray Guy Jr. Really great stuff. But here's our guys. Real quick before we go, Stetson Bennett, 2-time national champion, to Puka Nacua, a.k.a. Nacua Trees, Bobby Trees Jr., number 17.
Low snap by McCown. Bennett guns, end zone, caught. Is he in? Puka Nacua, touchdown.
Right there, something you want to see.
First game, guys. Horrible throws in the beginning. Should have been picked. But the reason why they weren't picked, besides that, maybe not, they don't have hands. I don't know those players, but it's their first preseason game. You get hyped up. You don't make plays that you should. But he got over it, started to look better. I know the butterflies were rolling. He has to understand as a young player that this is the NFL. You want to make what's the word? off the schedule plays, but you don't have to make a touchdown on every play or a highlight film. Live to live another day, another down. So, but yeah, you look a lot better. Let's see. Stockton says, Rudy, remember, fully bald, head and face, no scruff. Oh, man. Woo. Okay. We'll see. Stockton says, good night, bro. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Stockton. Stockton says, go around. Oh, shots fired. Be nice. G12 says, thank you, everyone, for joining the stream. Please hit the like and subscribe button on the way out. Please share. Stay healthy, happy, safe, and blessed. Yes, indeed. Thank you so much, G12. Appreciate you so much. As we always say, may the Ramelia be with you. And Ramulators, mount up. I'll see you guys on Monday or Wednesday. See you guys later. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, G12, everyone. CG Ruthless, Stockton, everyone. Thank you so much. Love you guys so much. Have a great night. Take care. Oh, by the way, go Raiders tomorrow.